Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video we'll be looking at a mill/theft deck built around Captain Nagathronde. Huge thanks to longtime Patreon supporter Muffins for sponsoring this video. Muffin's friend DinoRaptor picked up the Precon for Battle for Baldur's Gate and has been trying to upgrade it, but needed some additional assistance. So DinoRaptor, if you're watching, be sure to thank Muffins for sponsoring this video. Before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Captain Nagathronde is a 5-mana, 3/6 legendary horror pirate who gives all horrors we control menace. Additionally, whenever a horror we control deals combat damage to a player, that player mills that many cards. At the beginning of our end step, choose target artifact or creature card in an opponent's graveyard that was put there from their library this turn, and put it onto the battlefield under our control. So, we want horrors, maybe some extra mill effects. Muffins also told me that his friend wanted to focus on theft effects as well, so we'll want to include some of those. Additionally, since DinoRaptor is a new Magic player, we wanted nothing on the reserve list and to avoid any super expensive cards. So no Mana Crypt or Force of Will. But before we get into our deck list, we should keep in mind our checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, 1 sudden I win card. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Path of Ancestry, Cavern of Souls, Reflecting Pool, Secluded Courtyard, Unclaimed Territory, Watery Grave, Morphic Pool, Shipwreck Marsh, Drowned Catacomb, Ice Tunnel, Contaminated Aquifer, Sunken Hollow, Underground River, Choked Estuary, Terramorphic Expanse, Evolving Wilds, Myriad Landscape, Reliquary Tower, Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth, Rogue's Passage, 7 Swamps, and 7 Islands. Herald's Horn for cost reduction, along with Wayfarer's Bauble, and Solemn Simulacrum to fetch lands. Sol Ring, Arcane Signet, Dimir Signet, Talisman of Dominance, Sky Diamond, Charcoal Diamond, Mind Stone, Thought Vessel, Felwar Stone, Decanter of Endless Water, Chromatic Lantern, Worn Power Stone, and Thrawn Dynamo. Normally, I don't include cards like Worn Power Stone or Thrawn Dynamo, but a lot of horrors are fairly expensive, so I wanted to have some of the larger mana rocks as needed. Hostile Negotiations, Visions of Beyond, Into the Story, Siphon Mind, Demonic Tutor, Windfall, Mystical Tutor, Phyrexian Arena, Kindred Discovery, and Rhystic Study all allow us to dig through our deck and find answers. Ravenous Chupacabra, Hullbreaker Horror, Yarok's Fenlurker, Drown in the Loch, Counterspell, An Offer You Can't Refuse, Negate, Baleful Mastery, Feed the Swarm, and Imprison in the Moon make up our interaction package. Toxrill the Corrosive, Cyclonic Rift, Toxic Deluge, Crippling Fear, and Life's Finale. I know that's a lot of board wipes, but our creatures are mostly big and expensive, so we'll want to slow the game down at the start. Nemesis of Reason, Zelix Sanity Flare, Sewer Nemesis, Fractured Sanity, Maddening Cacophony, Mind Crank, Extract from Darkness, Court of Cunning, Sir Conrad the Grim, and Bruvak the Grandiloquent all work very well with our mill plan. Consuming Aberration, Elder Brain, Mind Flayer, Brain Stealer Dragon, Guilt Feeder, Uchalon, Mind Leech Mass, Lightning Greaves, Swiftfoot Boots, Endless Evil, Rise of the Dark Realms, and Reanimate make up the core of our deck. Protection, theft, and good old damage to the face. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 51 mana sources split between 35 lands and 16 pieces of ramp. Right on target. 10 pieces of card advantage, 10 pieces of spot removal, 5 board wipes, no graveyard hate, but that's kind of the point of this deck. 1 Sudden I Win card in Rise of the Dark Realms. I mean, technically any of our one-sided board wipes could be a Sudden I Win card. A well-timed Cyclonic Rift or even Toxrill the Corrosive can be backbreaking. Played at the opportune time, Dynaraptor should be able to crush his opponents with his host of horrors. Do you have a Captain Nagathron deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Phoenix of Ice, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Brian, Josh, Sean, and Zach. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.